Hi, I'm Alex and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to talk about the books that I read in January. I am also making a crochet book blanket for the year of 2025. So each book I read has a corresponding granny square. Forgot what they were called for a moment. So we're going to do a little 2-for-1 today. I'm going to show you guys all the granny squares with their books, but I am going to talk heavily about the top 5 books that I read in January. So let's get to it. First up is my 5-star reads. I've got What Feasts at Night by T. Kingfisher, and here is its corresponding square. I have actually read the first book, What Moves the Dead. I bought it specifically because the cover, I wasn't really vibing with What Moves the Dead. It is horror. It is kind of a shorter story. It has, I don't know how many pages this one has. It has 147 pages, so it's a pretty short read. What Moves the Dead is pretty short as well. It's just, I felt like I got more out of the character in this, the main character, and there were quite a few funny moments. So I really enjoyed it. I rated it 5 stars over on Goodreads, and I cannot wait until book 3 comes out. Next is Never Whistle at Night, and here is its square and the book cover. I bought this because of the book cover, and I also really enjoy Stephen Graham Jones. I love his writing, and I did not realize that this was it is all short stories from other authors, from other Indigenous authors, and I think that is super cool. So each story is completely different. I'm trying to see how many stories there were in total. So there's a page, and then there's a page. There's a ton of stories in this. A lot of them leave you on cliffhangers. Normally I hate cliffhangers, but these were so good. There's one of these stories, and it's about a tooth. I don't want to give too much away, but it's called Navajos Don't Wear Elk Teeth. That one I've still been thinking about. I also rated it 5 stars on Goodreads. The It Girl by Ruth Ware. I bought this book at a library sale. I got it for like 50 cents. Hardback. I still have not taken the plastic off of it because the library put plastic on them, but I guess I should get around to doing that. But this one, I had started it back in like August, and for whatever reason, cast it aside. Did not finish it, and then I came back to it. 5 stars. Every time I felt like we were done with the plot twists, there was another one happening. So good. It is about an it girl, essentially, and the it girl, this is not a spoiler, but the it girl, that happens, and it is her roommate and best friend trying to figure out on the anniversary, the 10-year anniversary, of what really happened to her beloved friend, and you end up finding out. It is Nutter Butter. She Is Not Sorry by Mary Kubica. I got this one off of Libby, and it was seriously so good. She's a nurse. She's also a newly single mom. She's trying to figure out life. There is a on the loose, and she is just, she's not very safe. She's not very smart either, but I loved the storyline. She is taking care of this patient that has mysteriously had something happen to her, and she's also working with the police to try to figure out what happened to said woman. The plot twist. Insanity. A River of Golden Bones. So good. So good. It is a fantasy. It is about shapeshifters. I have only read like 2 other shapeshifter books, and I didn't really get into them, but this one, I loved the storyline. I felt like it was an easy read, and it was a great way to start off my year, which I actually didn't start off the year with this book specifically. I had read like 2 books before it, but I was already in the groove of them before the year began, and so this was like my fresh start read of the year. All of those were rated 5 stars over on my Goodreads. I'll link my Goodreads below so you can follow me over there and see what I'm reading next. But now let's get into the rest of my freaking books, the other 12 that I have. I'm going to start out with my digital reads. That's either through my Kindle or through audiobook. Here we have Wallflower by J.L. Beck, and this was actually my book club read. I rated it 4 stars. Now my book club they were not fans. They were not fans of it. I liked it. It is dark, but I liked it. This one is for First Light Wins. Dream Job by Kirsten Moglen. She is one of my favorite freaking authors. Missing Piece by Kirsten Moglen again. And Last One at the Wedding. Now these colors don't really match. I was really trying not to go buy more yarn, so I made do with what I had. Last but not least is the Lord of the Rings book. I enjoyed it, but also it was very hard. It was very hard. It made me think a lot, and I go to escape. not to think. So that was a rough go. Now my physical reads. This is Carnal Urges. Like I said a minute ago, I was not trying to go buy more yarn, so it doesn't match very well, but at least I know that they go together. Infected by Scott Sigler. A Hobbit. I really enjoyed this one. I just couldn't get into the Lord of the Rings one. Monarch by Sophie Lark. I feel like I love this square. I love how it turned out, and I love the pages of the book. I just think it's such a pretty cover all around, and the square is also pretty. Last Widow by Karen Slaughter, and here is its square. I don't know, I'm kind of iffy on the square. The cover is a little difficult to match. Final book is The Death of Jane Lawrence, and it's square. I love this square. I feel like it matches perfect. Overall, in January, I had a great month of reading and a great form of escapism because I was diving deep in books and deep in crochet yarn. So here is to another month of good reads and another month of making a book blanket. If you stayed till the end, thank you so much, and I hope to see you again soon.